Hello! Right now I'm standing in the exact spot of where the house stood for the 1980s Tim Burton classic Beetlejuice. 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 It's showtime. Awesome. I had to hike up a bit of a mountain to get up here, but ultimately worth it. It's kind of mind-blowing to be here in person. It really is. It's difficult to explain in words, but awesome. Seeing it so many times on TV and being here at the exact spot, right in the exact spot where the house stood. Difficult to capture certain angles here, but let's see what I could do. High grass here. A little bit of high grass. Oh dear. Would have stood right there on the top of the hill once again. Where the driveway would have been. See this shot there with the church now coming into frame. There we go. That's just about right. Crazy. And right here you see them coming down from where their home was shown to be in the movie, but there's actually nothing at the end of this road that leads down to the bridge. There you see the church steeple roughly in the same spot, the path of the road and what a covered bridge would have been, followed by the library right there with that mountain backdrop. It's beautiful country up here in Vermont. Very scenic, very peaceful, very relaxing. Just like Mr. Dietz, Jeffrey Jones there, was planning on getting out of the city atmosphere and enjoying the relaxing country. So that was his plan anyhow. So right there is the bridge, the Winter River Bridge. And it was outfitted with a covering at the time of production. So the Maitlands would have pulled right down this road and turned onto this street, headed right down the block to where their hardware store was. Right there. But not before passing old Ernie and saying hello as he was polishing away right there on the stairs to the local library. Oh boy. Something or other like that, right about there. Even polishing that statue that was probably placed for the movie. Just across is where the Winter River Fire Department was stationed. That garage is just to the right of where Maitland Hardware was. Adjacent to the church, seen in several shots throughout the movie. And right here is where the cemetery was located. And in the opening shot of the movie, you get the helicopter flyover before it cross transitions to the model, which was right around this area. Yeah, it would have been set up right over here. And just to the left of the hardware store right there is where the barber shop would have been located. Bill the barber had a good old conversation with himself. Yeah, that would have been right over here. Alec Baldwin would have pulled up and with Mrs. Maitland in that yellow Volvo station wagon, I believe, exited his vehicle and went right inside the store. But obviously this fell into disrepair and they've been working on it for a long time, but I'm not sure exactly what the story is here. Yeah, right about here. Wow. The Winter River Bridge. Right about here is where the car would have went off the road. Ironically, the dog did not return the favor. Yeah, that would have been right here. There's a library. Once again, it's been completely transformed. I believe that building was torn down, the original one, and they rebuilt this. That's what it looks like right there. Completely different. You can see the couple of those houses underneath the bridge when the car falls off into the water. It was much higher, the water level for the production. I believe they dammed this creek here at one side in order to make that happen. Very cool. Right here would have been where that deck, that sun deck, was located, right off this embankment here. But you can match up that background pretty well. The hillside running downwards towards the right, the mountain backdrop, and also the houses. You could see through the trees there when the camera pans back. Yeah, it would have been right here. Crazy. That's where the driveway would have came up. That's where Lydia would have been standing looking up at the house. Saw them right through the window. Funny story also about this movie. An obscure at the time actress out of Canada named Catherine O'Hara actually met her future husband, who was a member of the crew. They're still married to this day and have 2 sons. Very cool. But yeah, you're looking down now at the town itself. Once again, a church steeple seen in many shots throughout the film. But anyway, this is Beetlejuice. Filming locations all shot on location within the small town of East Corinth, Vermont. Making this visit somewhat easy, but wow, I'm glad I made it. I love this movie. I've seen it so many times. Right here. The very location that was Miss Shannon's School for Girls. Shown at the end of the movie where Winona Ryder exits excitingly to get home to share the news about her exam that she aced. She tried making it look like she didn't do as well initially. Pretty sure that was the flagpole there that's in front. Looks like perhaps partly it must have been the same flagpole. Looks like it lost a few inches there at the top, but it could have been from a lower angle. Pretty awesome. Wow. And rode on off. Right here is the repurposed covered bridge used in the movie. Wow. Amazing. I think they took a few feet off the bottom. But you could see this was it right here. Amazing.
Come back next year.
I think I will. During the summer, you could get inside the museum too, they said, and they have some props in there as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's only open, not this year because of COVID.
Right. That
Labor Day and Memorial Day.
When I was at the property where the house stood, the owner was a little unhappy with me being there. Yeah, I'm leaving. Relax. Oh, I didn't get too close.
How old do you think she is?
I don't know. Seemed a little on the elderly side.
And see this kind of work? This is brush hogging.
Yeah.
With 4-wheel drive tractors in this section of the property. She does all that work herself on that property.
Wow.
She's 90.
Wow.
She has a Kubota full drive. Yeah. And I'll come home for it. I'm like, oh my God, Paul. Just waiting to get a rescue call or something.
We had a lady get killed last year in Chelsea. 80-something years old, rolled the tractor on herself.
Amazing how this was repurposed.
Lawrence had to come pick the tractor up off her. I went by later in the day and the tractor was setting up the bucket straight up in the
So this
air.
is one part of it.
Probably what caused that.
And there's the second part.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, anyway, nice meeting you guys. Thanks a lot. I don't want to take up any more of your time.
That's fine.
If you ever want to come try a fast rope tow, this is the place to go.
Yeah, will do. Have a good, enjoy your weekend.
You ever ski? You ever do rope tow?
Nah, I did some tobogganing and stuff like that, but yeah.
I mean, this one's our beginner. So you can just see the length of the rope.
Nice.
And so that's beginner slope, place to learn. And this baby here is now about as far as up to where you can see.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine what I would be like at the top of that
There's
hill
the
coming
rope
down.
rope, and then we have a T-bar. People ride a T-bar lift.
It's something
Very
different.
cool. Yeah. No, I hear you.
It was one in a lifetime experience coming to a
Yeah,
place
we have people
like
that come
this.
and actually request, are you going to run this lift today? Because it's also the oldest continually run rope tow in basically North America.
Wow.
It was the second lift ever to put up in the country.
Yeah,
once in a while, we have a little night skiing once in a while.
That's
too.
the most
Nice.
amazing thing ever is the night skiing here.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine.
It's something totally different. It's just, I love it.
We had one. We didn't do it last year because we got canned out during COVID.
Yeah, the year before that, I was here for that.
The year
one.
before
It
we
was
had
awesome.
we called it. We ended up doing one in like March. It was the ski equinox.
Wow.
It was the night of the full moon equinox. It's like very rarely, like every 92 years or something. So the big full moon comes up over there, and we put up light towers too. And so this, of course, it's white and it's snow, so it doesn't take a lot of light.
Right.
And the state only lets us run rope tows once it gets dark. We
Very
run the
cool.
T-bar up us from here all the way out beyond you, and we had like 50 kids in the beginner
Oh,
slope.
I can imagine.
For us, that's a big crowd.
Well, I hope you have a big year coming up.
Because we're all natural snow. We have no snow making.
I know.
That can be a hit somewhere. We'll do pretty well.
Have a good one. Thank you. Wowee. The Winter River Bridge cover. All right, it's time to go before my wife goes insane and takes me with her.